The biggest question for these Warriors going into the playoffs, as I see it, is whether or not their big man Andrew Bogut can stay healthy. Injuries have been such a problem for him these last couple of years, but he's felt good for most of this season, feeling great right now. They saw last year in the playoffs how valuable he was. He was not available in the first round against the Clippers, had a rib injury. The Warriors lost in 7 games. Most people, myself included, thought that series would have gone the other way if Bogut were on the floor. When the Warriors have their preferred starting 5 on the floor, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Harrison Barnes, and Andrew Bogut, they are 49-7. That is the second best winning percentage for a starting 5 unit since the 1970-71 season. There's going to be pressure on these Warriors across the board because of what they did during the regular season. It was a historic campaign, and when you dominate like that, that comes with great expectation. Now, Steph Curry certainly is going to have a lot of pressure being the MVP candidate, but I'm going with Klay Thompson here because of what happened late in the regular season. Klay had a little bit of a cold stretch that had Warriors fans hitting that panic button, wondering if maybe Charles Barkley had a point when he talked about the idea that jump shooting teams just simply struggle too much in the postseason and can't win at all. Now, Klay struggled last year in the playoffs. They need him to come up big. They need he and Steph to be that powerful backcourt that they've been all year long. The one Warriors player who's always flying under the radar and who I think is key in these playoffs is big man Mo Spades. He backs up Andrew Bogut, does such a great job of producing when he's on the floor, being a pro when he is not, and dealing with a very inconsistent role. The Warriors are certainly capable of winning this whole thing, and not just because of how explosive they are. For all the times they wind up on the nightly highlight reel, this has become a two-way team in ways that I think most folks have not realized. They have the top defense in the NBA, but I think experience also is going to play a major part for them in these playoffs. 2 years ago, they get into the postseason, surprisingly get into the second round, get some good experience against that Spurs team that ultimately beats them. Last year, yes, they fell in the first round of the Clippers. If there is a team that could knock the Warriors out of this thing, I certainly think it's San Antonio. But again, they have what it takes to pull it off. We'll see if they do.